Welcome to Fort York, the place where Toronto was born. Even though at that time it was called York, not Toronto. This place changed a little bit for the past years. We got a little bit more buildings around, and it started to look more urbanistic. But I could assure you that from the day when the first permanent structure was built here till today, people start talking about real estate in this beautiful city, about houses, about shelter. And it's understandable because shelter is one of the foundational human necessities. And this is especially true for these days, for today, because shifting economy, shifting conditions of real estate market creates a lot of buzz. And we're bombarding every day with the tons and tons of information regarding real estate market, conditions of real estate market, regarding housing, affordable, not affordable. And it doesn't matter you buying, selling, or renting the place. Every day you hear the different stories, and the stories are contradicting from everything bad and everything that real estate market is dead, rent is too expensive, to another stories that no, everything picking up, everything great, everything gonna be better. Even tomorrow it's better than yesterday, but tomorrow is gonna be more better. And the rent goes down, everything beautiful. The building, blah 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 blah. So it's a lot of buzz. And I'm sure, like many of my clients, you're asking the question where you could get the right, truthful, unbiased information about real conditions of Toronto real estate market. Statistically proven information. Watch this video to the end, and I'll show you exactly the place where you could get this information, and it's absolutely free. Let's go. Hi, welcome to Living, Selling, Buying, and Renting in Toronto YouTube channel with the real estate accent. My name is Oleg Lakrits. I'm realtor with Sutton Group-Admiral Realty, and I'm working in this beautiful city. Well, enough about me. Let's get back to the business. And drive all the way here from Fort York grounds to the North York. And the street behind me, it's Don Mills. That way, North York Mills. And on the south, it's Eglinton. So we're on Don Mills between York Mills and Eglinton. And this building behind me, it's exactly the place that I was talking about. It's the place where you could get the most accurate, non-biased, statistical proven information regarding current real estate market conditions. This is my home. And yes, my home, and also my fellow realtor, my fellow colleagues realtors. This is headquarters of Toronto Regional Real Estate Board. And it's a great piece of real estate, great location, nice lot, beautiful building, well maintained. You could, yeah, they do exactly renovation right now, roof work, and nice piece of commercial real estate. But the biggest value of this place, not as real estate object. I would say the biggest value of this place, the people who working here, the people who running Toronto MLS, who stands behind different tools that we as a realtors using in our professional life every day. And also these people, they collect data, very carefully collect data, analyze this, and produce report. We call it MarketWatch. Actually, there are few reports that producing by Toronto Real Estate Board, but the most important, it's in my opinion, it's MarketWatch. This is monthly report based on the previous month's recorded real estate transactions on Toronto MLS. Not only sold or rented, or it's any changes to any Toronto MLS listings. New, deleted, sold conditionally, rented, new for rent, and all other stuff. And this report is available at the beginning of each month. Usually it's fourth or fifth day or sixth, depends of the if it's comes to the working days or weekend. But every month, statistically proven, clear data with non-biased, judgmental ideas behind this report. And what's also great about this report, and I'm very proud of my board, and I'm very proud to be a member of this organization, because one of the biggest ideas stands behind our organization, our professional organization, our professional board, is that we have to share this information with the public. We have to help them to get knowledge about real estate market. I hope I'm gonna do this on my channel. I hope my colleagues not gonna be disappointed, and I hope you're gonna like it. That's what I'm promised to you. But anyway, enough about me. Let's back to this report. So, because of this report, and it's beauty of this report, in my opinion, this report is available for you absolutely free, and in the same format and with the same volume of information that's available for me and any other realtor. So you could get your own opinion based on this report. And another good thing about this, that you don't need to come here every month to obtain this data. You don't need to subscribe and wait in the mail to arrive, especially if it's Canada Post on strike. So not very convenient. Hopefully they're gonna solve this problem. No, you could check this report from the comfort of your home, 24 hours, 7 days per week, 52 weeks per year, or at least 365 days or 366 days if it's leap year. Because you could go online and obtain this report every month, the same like we are doing. And also you could check the archive. So you could check previous reports, I believe back to 1996. So you could get monthly reports starting from 1996. Next year is going to be 30 years. So 30 years of pure data, real pure data about Toronto real estate. If you enjoy open source intelligence style researches, you are welcome. And if you just need quick look and quick squeezed idea of this report, you can find this on the first page. I'll show you this and we'll review this together. But before we start doing this and I start driving to my home office while you're going to be watching and reviewing this report, I want to stress one thing, that this report, especially the first page, it's very, very general thing. It's like general, not the general, let's say average information, average uh, prices, average days on the market. And it's about whole real estate market. But the Toronto real estate market, I'm sure as any other city real estate market, it's not something solid one piece structure. No, it consists from small layers, different parts, and sometimes these small lacunes have totally different dynamics, have totally different numbers, sometimes even totally opposite to the average conditions. So please keep this in mind. That's why first pages give you the average, and the rest pages do it more specifically depending on the type of the properties, areas, districts, etc. You will see it, and I'm sure you will understand what I'm talking about. So now it's time for me to drive home and for you to review this report. Please take a look. You have to go online for trreb.ca, trap.ca. This is a public website for public of Toronto Regional Real Estate Board. And as soon as you open this page opens, you could see on the button MarketWatch. So you push this button. Here you go. Have the page with the MarketWatch. You could see full report here. So if you press here, it's go now open full report. I already did it for you. So this is how this report looks. It's 27 pages in PDF format. So you could download, you could print out, and I just don't want to make my video longer and heavier, and I don't want to open a. By the way, this is how entrance to the realtor site of Toronto MLS looks like. But if I go and if I'm going inside, if I'm signing in and I open MarketWatch, I'm gonna come up with the same report. And also here on this trap page, market data, there's archive. So if you see archive, you could see years, months. So you could do comparison, and probably it comes all the way to 1996. It's almost 30 years of reporting. Let's get back to market data. You also could play with this MarketWatch. It's different statistics. You see sales, different graphs. So it's very great source of the information regarding Toronto real estate market. Not only MarketWatch, but Conda Market Report, Rental Report. So this is the same information that we have, and we're sharing with you guys, with public, to make it more open, to make it more clear. And I really encourage you to explore this site, trap.ca. And because this is basically the most accurate, the most not biased source of information regarding real conditions of real estate market. Plus, it has ability, you could see what's happening 30 years back, and compare by yourself and get your personal understanding and what's happening with the real estate in our beautiful city. But I want to encourage you read full report. It's published every month. Sorry, my PDF a little bit longer. So it's here. Also, there's I believe you could find this on YouTube, but I never use it. I read it. This is report based It's prepared by the Jason Mercer. It's one of the best market analysts, probably in Ontario, and I think in the world. And here you go. This is a report. Yeah, I just opened it as a report. Pretty same. This is a brief description of this report here. Honestly, sometimes I'll be honest with you, if I don't have time and it just come up, it just fresh, I just read resale September stats and look on this first page. Sometimes it's more than enough for me because basically the all information it's here. It's some graphs and it give you understanding. It's always compares to the year ago. So it compares September 2025 to September 2024. So it's always compare. It gives some graphs, some text, and some tables with the information. Honestly, this first page it's already give you pretty clear understanding what's happening in the previous months with the real estate. Why it's in the previous months? Because it takes time to close transactions, because this report based on the closed transactions, on everything that was reported to the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, and those transactions already done. So it's real grasp of the real situation in the market. There is some graphs here, and it compares what's happening this month and for the same month year back. And also there's a table of year-over-year summary, so it's and gives percentage changes sales. So you could see compared to the 2024 sales up 8.5%, new listings up as well 3.9%, active listings 18.9%. So it was now it's more it was in the September of 2025 was more active listings than in September 2024. So it's more properties comes on the market. And actually in September, it was more listings was added compared to the September 2024. At the same time, average price goes down a bit, minus 4.7%. So minus before percentage means that something goes down compared to the, for example, last year. Listing days on the market. So it's how many listings stays on the market. It's 33 days compared to 27 in 2024, in September 2024. And property days on the market, 51 to 42. What it means, listing days on the market, because of the different strategies how to sell your home, sometimes you have to work with the MLS system. You have to, I don't like to say manipulate. I would say you have to do the changes to the listing or kill existing one and put the new one. So it's a part of the strategy. It's not like something realtors try to do some schemes or something illegal. No, it's just part of the selling process. But actually, it's a little bit changes how you could see how many actual property was on the market. So that's why Toronto Real Estate Board decided to separate those two terms. So we have listing days on the market and actually property days on the market. So property days on the market, it's how many total days property is on the market. And of course, it's average. Listings, you could see, so it's 51 in September and 33, it's listing days. So it means that, let's say, after 33 days, the existing listing was killed, was created new listing, and another 18 days, it was for second listing for the same property. And after 51 days, it was sold. What it means, this increase? So it means property stands longer on the market, but still 51 day. It's good. Of course, the more active listing, the more new listing coming on the market. Of course, the longer the property it's gonna take a little bit longer to sell your property. It's pretty obvious. And by the way, 51, 42 days. When I was a student and learning how to be a real estate agent, we have examples with the wording that property was listed and standing on the market for 60 days, 90 days, then the price was changed, and in another 30 days it was sold. So it was much more. It's closer to, on average, to 2 months, but it used to be much longer. So it's still not bad. But anyway, it gives you idea that a few years ago it was 3, 5, 10, 15 days on the market. Now it's 51. So it gives you idea how the market changed. I don't want to comment is it bad or good, but I just want to explain to you that you could see the changes on the market compared to last month as well. And if you open the previous report for the previous months and for the same months year over year. And here it's another major table. It gives you sales and average price by major home types. 416, it's city of Toronto area, and 905, it's regions around. Traditional, it comes. It was the area codes. 416, it was area code for the city of Toronto, and 905, it was the area code for the regions around city of Toronto. It's York region, Durham, Peel, and Halton region. And this area codes, it's not the cell phone area codes because this it's when people mostly were using and it was only available landlines. So this is 416 and 905. It's area codes for 416 City of Toronto and 905 for regions around City of Toronto. And you could see breakdown by the type of the properties, detached, semi-detached townhouses and condo apartments, and year-to-year change. So this is data for the different types of the properties for this for the sales for the September and the year-to-year changes. And you could see changes in sales and changes in the prices. Again, if it's plus, it means it's higher compared to last year. And if it's minus, it's less than compared to year over year. What else? It has some economical indicators. And so this is basically first page. It's a brief squeeze juice of this report. And believe me, in most cases, it's more than enough. Basically, those two tables, it's the first one that I always look. And if I don't have time, I don't go like until I need it to see actual breakdowns by the numbers, by the area, and by the different tribe areas and districts and actually communities. So yeah, you see, this is now this breakdown. So you could see, for example, you could take City of Toronto, W1, area W1, and it gives you sales, dollar value, average prices, median prices, new listings, active listings. This is sold properties to listing properties. If it's, of course, if it's average listing days on the market. So this is breakdown. This is give you, now you could see by the different regions, different municipalities. You could have median average prices. So it's more detailed report by the districts, areas. And if you're interested in, let's example, in Toronto CO9, you could see that it was, for example, for attached row townhomes. It's, of course, it says type of the property. Let's see. Okay, CO9. So we have it was sales, two sales of Toronto townhomes. It was for the 6,473,000, and average price was 3,236,000 $1,500. Active listings 1, new listings were 2, and average sales properties sold properties to listed properties 97. So pretty much very close to 1, very close to 100%. So in this area for this type of property, looks very good. And average listing days on the market 11. The same time, for example, you see in C15 nothing happened at all for this type of property. So this is how you could read. You could jump and swim in these tables and this data and get more detailed understanding what's happening in the market. I very encourage you to deal with this, to play with this, to get familiar. The last parts, it's focus on the MLS Home Price Index. Home Price Index, it's another instrument that we're using to compare sold properties to the new properties, and basically it gives you idea where's the market shifting, what's the price right now compared to year changes. It's very complicated tool. But this table is provided by the Toronto Real Estate Board, and it's very useful as well. And it also gives you idea where's the market goes, where the shift. And this is usually at the end of the report. And the last page, it's historic annual statistics from 2012. It goes by the average price and sales. You see this shiftings on the market. It's usual for the market, and monthly statistic for 2024, and monthly statistic for the already months in 2025. Also, it's a map of Toronto Regional Real Estate Board areas with the breakdown by the areas and municipalities. So briefly, this is story about this report. I don't want to talk too much, but I have encouraged you always read the first page and always check this report at the beginning of the month. You get the new report based on the true numbers, true sales of the previous month. So, for example, at the beginning of November, you're going to have full report for the month of October. And again, it's trreb.ca. I will put the links in the description of this video. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. I hope information that I shared with you was interesting and helpful for you. And if you still have questions about this topic or any other area of wonderful Toronto real estate living, And if you're planning to make your move on Toronto real estate market in the next 100 days by buying, selling, renting, or putting for rent or sell your property, please give me a call, shoot me a text, send me a mail, or leave a comment under this video, and we will talk for half an hour over Zoom about how you could achieve your real estate goals in the most safe, secure, and lucrative for you way. Please don't forget to like or dislike this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Otherwise, you're gonna miss my next videos. And please help me by leaving a comment, because your suggestions and advice are very, very helpful for me. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next time.